Hello everybody, we're going to talk about manipulating formulas. Formulas that look like this. You have speed is equal to a distance divided by time. So this is something everybody should be familiar with. So you can figure out speed based on, how far do you travel. So if I traveled 100 miles in 2 hours, what was my speed? So you just 100 miles divided by 2 hours, I get 50 miles per hour. So 50 miles per hour is the speed that I would travel, right? Um, Manipulating formulas allows us to, instead of just solving for one thing, we can rearrange these to solve for any of them because, it may be that we want to figure out how much time will it take me uh, to travel to, I don't know, San Francisco, and if I travel an average speed of 65 miles per hour. So to do that, and then maybe I want to change it. I want to say, well, what if I drove 70? And what if I, instead of going to San Francisco, I went to LA? So I might want to have these still as variables, the speed and the distance, but I want to solve for time in several different ways. So the way you do that is just like you would solve for any equation, is you just follow the rules of math. That it's the properties of equality. That whatever you do to one side of the equation, you must do to the other. Okay, and usually it's written like if A is equal to B, then A plus C equals B plus C. So I add the same thing to both sides, or I subtract the same thing from both sides, or I multiply both sides by the same thing, or I can divide both sides by the same thing. Right, so these are the different properties of equality. So let's go ahead and do this one, and then we'll do some more complicated problems in a minute. So instead of using the full word, I'm just going to use the first letters. So S is equal to D divided by T. So it makes it a little bit easier to deal with instead of writing it all out. So I'll multiply both sides by T. That T divided by T is just 1. Any number divided by itself is 1. And now I have T times S is equal to D, right? So I want to get time by itself, so I need to get rid of multiplying by S, so I'm going to divide by S. And whatever I do to one side, I do to both. So S divided by S is just 1, and I get T is equal to D divided by S. So what that is telling me is that the time is equal to the distance divided by the speed. Okay, so say I want to travel 250 miles and I'm going to go 65 miles per hour. Now I can give you an answer just by plugging those in. So 250 miles going 65 miles per hour. Right, and I'll just do that with my calculator. And it would take me approximately 3.85 hours, right? So that would be the time.